So there's a thing called kicking dirt. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the saying, but there are people you'll come across in the workplace, in groups, churches, different settings that love to kick dirt. And kick dirt can be Youthism for seeking attention, seeking a fight. I remember we used to work at Home Depot and Lowe's, mostly Lowe's. And the men in the back in the lumber section would be like fighting in the morning, right? Like getting into things with each other. And you'd be like, what's going on back there? Why are these men every day arguing? They'd argue, fight, bump each other's trucks, and then calm down and come back in the store. This was a very common thing. And this guy was like, they're just kicking dirt, right? And I laughed because I'm like, oh, I'm from the South. I know what you're saying. They're just kicking dirt. They're just seeking attention. They're seeking someone to interact with them. They're lonely, they're angry, they're a grumpy old dude, whatever, right? I even tried to do a deal with this guy, and I realized halfway through the deal, this guy's just a grumpy old dude. He doesn't really want to sell this business, because if he sells this business, he'll have nothing to complain about every single day of his life. And if he that's what he has. He complains about the business, he complains about the employees, he complains about the staff. That's his life cycle. He's built a whole life on complaining about his business and his work. And if he sells you this business, what will he do all day? He'll have to go find something else to complain about, right? And that's very common. So I've encountered a couple people who are dirt kickers, and what I've done is just starve them for attention. Nothing they do or say or can throw at me will get my attention. Nothing. I remember one time I had an attorney in North Carolina, and we were supposed to go to this, court. It was like a lawsuit, but it was really like a settlement issue. And the guy goes, hey, listen, let's just let this person in mediation, let them vent, let them yell, let them tell you what they want to say to you, let them go and get over with, and da-da-da. Me and my family were like, no, we're not going to get in some mediation so this person can holler at us, so this person can basically kick dirt on us, and we sit there and let them kick dirt till they'll feel good. No, let the judge already decide. We don't care about this. And what you do when you starve that person for attention, they don't know what to do, because that's their cycle. They do a circular pattern where they seek for attention, they search, oh, something's always wrong, someone's always the problem, there's always a fight with that person. That's their natural cycle of what they do. Now they have married another person, and they're married to a new husband, but yet they keep having the same problem. What is that problem? It's them. And you'll notice that about people. They'll have the same problem every couple of years. They'll have a new husband, they'll have more children, they'll have a different job, but yet they keep coming back with the same problem, not knowing it's them. Have you ever encountered somebody like that? Put one in the comments if you've ever encountered somebody that years later it's still them. I know this one girl dad back in our town, military town, he was married 4 times. Every time it was the woman's fault when he divorced him. But let these internet Negroes tell you out here that man's the prize. No, that man is a headache. That man's a problem. He done went through 4 different wives, and it's continuously him. All his kids got the same story, so it can't be everybody's making it up, right? You're the problem, sir. And so a lot of times you encounter people kicking dirt. Only thing you can learn from a person kicking dirt is their consistency. All right, is how consistent they are to find something to be the problem or something, and they'll keep attacking. And that's how consistent you need to be on your goals. That's how consistent you need to be on your business. I looked for 3 months for a piece of property for $10K, found 2. All right, I still had this person say, well, blah blah blah, the cost of this, and I'm like, hush, you don't know, because you aren't doing it. A lot of times what people are good at is poking holes at your ideals. A lot of times the only thing people are good at is poking holes at a really good ideal you have. That's all they are. That's all they can do is kick dirt on it. Some of y'all have parents that are kicking dirt on your dreams. Some of y'all got parents kicking dirt on stuff. I remember this guy was saying how he had this ideal, and his mama's dad was like, oh, no, you shouldn't do it. You shouldn't do it. You shouldn't do it. He gets married to this woman. She's like, that's a great ideal. Go ahead and start your pool company. That man is a $1 million pool company having dude. If he had listened to his parents, he'd still be cleaning pools for this other old man. And the other old man tried to sell him his pool company. He was like, man, I'm getting older. Do you want to buy this? Oh, I don't know. My parents are telling me it's not a good ideal. What's the hottest thing going in Texas right now? Pools. What's on back order every city? Pools. Pool permits. Okay? And so what I want y'all to understand is there are people out here that's all they do is destroy. They're demo people. They're destroyers. They can't think of their own ideal. So if they see happiness somewhere, you know the old saying, misery loves company, they're going to come over there and kick up the dirt because they need you to be in this thing with them. You ever hear this saying that your emergency doesn't constitute an emergency on my behalf? There are some people out here who, oh, it's an emergency, Ericka. We got to do it right now. We got to do it right now. And I'm like, it's just not an emergency for me. I can't believe you don't care about people. And you be like, it's just not an emergency right now. It's not an emergency. What you have that you need me to solve isn't an emergency right now. It's not. It just won't be. There's no changing my view on it. Right? And so what happens is in business, you come across a lot of people kicking dirt. Right? And this is something when Andre had several of these, my friends that are internet business owners, they get to a point where they're like, just refund them. Whoever it is, just refund them. Because they don't have nothing else going on in their life. They don't have another avenue or another plan or another way to make money. So they got to keep kicking dirt with you. They got to keep kicking dirt back at you over a $150 course purchase, over a $50 purchase, because they're digging dirt, they're kicking dirt, looking for $50 because they're in a financial straits. We've had people buy $1,000 of stuff, then request a refund on all of it, back charge their whole bank on it. We send everything to their bank like, this person's taking the classes, this person's a liar. Bank's like, oh man, we're real sorry. You know what I mean? Because they can only do so much, right? So a lot of times what you understand is these people are out here kicking dirt, lying, chargebacking, doing all this crazy mess, keeping this constant, dirt kicked up in the air around them, this dust. Shit, we can call them dust as we want. Because that's all they got. You'll look back in a year or two, that person don't got no business started, they ain't making more money, they haven't got farther in their life because everything they're doing is against the nature, the law of nature, that forward motion, that abundance vortex living. Everything they're doing is against that. They're kicking up dirt in their own abundance. You have to avoid these people at all costs. If they're always miserable, they're always unlucky, they're always unhappy, it's them. It's them. People be needing something to kick dirt up about. If you're tired of me saying the word kick up dirt, put a 1 in the comments, okay? Because that's what I really want y'all to understand, that you'll come across people and I get so frustrated because people be like, well, is lending club still a good idea? Is this still a good idea? 6 years after I done talked about it on this channel. Oh, I went to somebody else's channel and they talked about tax liens, so I bought their course. And guess what? You ain't no more further buying tax liens than you were if you'd have bought the course from me. Oh, I went over here and I bought this course and she said this against you. Well, then go follow what she says to do. Again, you automatically know that's a person kicking up dirt. All right? I've been talking about tax liens for 6 years. I've got probably 15 videos on tax liens. People are like, oh, can I get the free training? No, you can't. That's an ad video for newbie people who've never watched any of my tax lien training information. Again, as an example of kicking up dirt. They're kicking up dirt because they're trying to put another piece in the step to them making a decision. If you've watched the videos, if you watch 15 videos on tax liens, if you want to invest in tax liens, I've got a whole playlist on that. Why do you need to watch the free training? Again, because people want to kick up dirt. They really don't want to do anything. They don't really want to take action. They just want to kick up the dirt and make it seem like they have something going in motion. 90% of the time when y'all say, man, I want to buy real estate, oh, but I got to save for this down payment, I got to do all this stuff, and I go, well, have you been pre-approved? No. I've been saying get pre-approved for at least 100 videos. At least 100 videos. And people still be like, oh, I haven't got pre-approved yet. Well, then you're not serious about buying no property. Because you can't know what you're going to buy, and you can't know what you're going to save, you can't know what you're going to put aside for if you don't have a clue. That's the first step, number one. Everything else is a secondary thought. Everything else is an afterthought. It's like when people say, Ericka, I have this really great idea for a business, but I got to get the website up, I got to get the brand, I got to get the logo, because they've been out here on Instagram And let's just be honest, they've been out here on Instagram, and these Instagram business people done told you about logos and websites, and I would never buy from somebody with a Gmail in their domain. That's a lie. I bought $7,000 courses from somebody with a damn Gmail. That's a lie. You are just kicking up dust to continue to delay and procrastinate. That's what you're doing. Everything about what you're telling me is called procrastination. Oh, well, I got to do this and this and this and the logo. And you need to work on getting your first customer to see if people even want that damn product. You out here making products people don't even want. Let's get real with the conversation. Okay? So again, stay away from people who kick up dust, who create excuses after excuse, who procrastinate, who are always looking to shoot down your goals, your visions, your dreams, who want to argue and fight with you. There's a really great thing. T.D. Jake's daughter, I forgot her name. She done married that pastor, Sharita Roberts or whatever. And she said that she used to cheat. She used to basically, if a girl had a boyfriend, she'd try to go get that boyfriend. She was a poacher. If you know what the word poaching means, then again, American society is very down. We call them home wreckers, right? But she's poaching boyfriends, not husbands. And so what she would do is she'd get on the phone and argue with the other woman. And she gonna say all kind of nasty stuff about him and do all this stuff. And she said every once in a while she'd come across some women that would be like, okay, sis, have a great day. They wouldn't argue with her. They wouldn't go back and forth with her. They wouldn't call her names. They'd be like, well, you go ahead and have them. And immediately she lost interest in the man and interest in the conversation because she couldn't get that person to do what? Kick up dust with her. That's what dusty people do. That's what pathetic people do. That's what miserable people do. They want you to come out here in the dirt with them and kick up dust. Don't let them. Please don't let them. Let them kick up dust by themselves. They look crazy. They out here doing all this and carrying on and cutting on. You just looking at them. Are you done? Are you finished? As the Birdman hands, are you done or are you finished? You still trying to kick up dust? Good luck. Anyways, you guys, this is your Ericka Classic Climb blog lady. Do you want to learn how to buy tax liens for less than $1,000 and get that immediate ROI return on your money? Come on over. Hop into the free training. Listen, my name is Ericka Williams, author of the Classic Climb blog. I'm a 6-figure YouTuber. Got $2 million in portfolio that I manage. But listen, I'm going to show you how you can get in to tax liens, sometimes for $400, $500, $1,000. Several of my students have immediately turned around and sold their properties, sold their vacant lots, and gotten their money 10x return. Look, don't take my word on it. Come on over, hop into the free training. No cost to you. Show you students, testimonials. Listen, I want you to get ahead this year, whether you work with me or not. But a lot of you are asking, how can I build my real estate portfolio? How can I make more money? How can I grow? But I only got a little bit of dough. Hey, let's get cracking. Let's work together. Hop into the free training and let me show you. This is your girl Ericka. Later.